Thank you for coming to Aorus and Gigabyte private ballroom in the Caesars Palace district. And we have the new Aorus 15 model coming up. It's called Aorus 15. Yeah, it's the new model that from Aorus from 6 months of empty of the product line. So this is the new one. We are quite excited about that. So let me just summarize the basic spec. i7-8750H, and of course the new RTX 2060 and 2070 graphics. And because this is the pure gaming model, so we put all features that gamer would want on this model, such as the 144Hz panel, RGB keyboard, and also the versatile I/O port, including the USB Type A, HDMI 2.0.
You've got some good connections at the back. Yeah. Now it's got a Thunderbolt port listed there, but I understand there's no on the production model. It'll just be USB-C. Is that right?
That's not standard Thunderbolt. It's the USB Type C, support USB 3.1 of course, but it also support the DP output.
Okay, well. Yeah.
So it's kind of reduced version maybe of the Thunderbolt maybe, but it still helps you when you want to connect to the second or third monitor. And on the right side we have the killer double shot, killer E2500 plus killer 1550 killer Wi-Fi, and also the USB 3.
And a micro SD card slot.
Micro SD card slot. Because we see that more and more people will shoot video on their phones, so we just keep the micro SD sign on the Aorus 15.
Nice.
And this year we have something really interesting. Of the new two features is that the all Intel Inside technology and Microsoft Azure AI.
Yeah, now I had a question on the AI. It gets hooked up to the cloud. What's the purpose of it going to the cloud?
Okay, so let me head to the Aero 15 to tell you the benefit of why we're gonna head to AI. Because you know, different apps may have different needs of the power source. For example, when you play games, it will need the power from GPU more instead of CPU. But if you are doing the video editing work, the things change. It needs the CPU power immediately, but less from the GPU. But in before times, on the traditional performance or gaming laptops, you could only handle this kind of power needs from the app with maybe several power patterns, such as the gaming, normal, quiet. You know, different vendors may have different naming on that. So to solve this problem, we co-work with Microsoft to upload the user under their agreement. We will upload their apps running to Microsoft Azure Cloud for machine learning, and through machine learning, it will know the power consumption pattern of these apps. So once you play games, then you will know you're playing games, so you'll raise the power delivered to CPU and raise the power delivered to GPU and lower down the one to CPU. Okay. So the things the same when you're doing a video editing software. You will raise the power delivered to CPU instead and lower down the one to CPU.
Now what happens if you're not on the internet?
If you're not on the internet, actually we have two databases. One is in your laptop. Another one is in the Microsoft Azure Cloud. So whenever you cannot access the internet, it will use the lookup table inside your laptop.
Okay, that's good.
But you still miss something, because when you're using the apps which is not in the local lookup table, then you won't have the benefit of the AI. So we suggest you, if you want to have the best benefit of the AI, then you can just click it on. And if you're using the new apps that Aero 15 cannot find in local lookup table, then you will send to the Microsoft Azure machine learning. That's good,
yeah. So yeah, they've got a big database of apps. Yeah.
But no worries about privacy, because we will only collect the apps you are running. We are not interested about
yeah.
And of course, we will have set strict GDPR policy. Only with your permission, only with users' permission, then we can upload the apps you run into the Microsoft Azure Cloud.
And you can easily enable and disable it on the fly?
Yes, it's just we will design it as a toggle. You can just easily switch it as on and off.
Okay, very nice, yeah. So the Aorus, this laptop can go up to a 2070 max Q?
For Aorus, we have two graphics available. One is RTX 2070 and another one is RTX 2060.
Okay.
But both of them will be the max P and the standard version,
okay.
full version of the RTX.
Oh, full version, okay.
Yeah. And about Aero 15, we also have two graphics available, but we put it higher. One is RTX 2080 and the other one is RTX 2070. But both of them are max Q. You know, something interesting on the new RTX graphics is that both RTX 2080 and RTX 2070, the max Q version, the TGP, total graphic watt, will be 80 watts. So there's the thing. So you can see more and more thin line model now will utilize the RTX 2080. It looks crazy.
How many watts? You say 80 watts for the 2080 Max Q?
Yes.
That's yeah. It's going to pull more than that though. A max.
I'm not sure if I can say that, but you know, actually you can easily find it on the web.
I mean,
you can see the TGP of the RTX 2080 and the RTX 2070 Max Q version the same.
I mean, in my test, a 1070 pulls 135 watts max.
Former version?
Yeah, in my test.
1070 will be Max Q version will be 80, I think.
Yeah, maybe the lowest. That's at the base clock, but when it boosts up.
Yeah,
and it boosts, it'll go up higher,
So that's the reason why not just Aero 15, but you also see other thin line model have the RTX 2080. But I think something special on the Aero 15 is that we even utilized i9 processor 8950HK.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I know some of the guys may wonder why we can put such two huge monster, I mean i9 and 2080 inside the Aero 15. But thanks to the Microsoft Azure AI, just like what I mentioned, because we see there's really seldom apps that will need the CPU power and GPU power simultaneously.
That's what I was saying to Bob last night, that you know, you'll rein in those temperatures by lowering the clocks here and there as needed, you know, and you won't sacrifice performance so much. Okay.
So, you know, at the final test before just 1 day or 2 days before CES, the final test of the AI will be under the AI-enabled situation. We will have 7 to 10% of the FPS increase in FPS game, and also reduce about 13% of the time on video rendering for the 1.790 MP4 file.
Now, what happens if you want to overclock the GPU by yourself using MSI Afterburner? Will that can you still do that with the AI going on, or will that all just make all that?
You know,
stop?
The true goal behind AI is not that we don't want to build something to push to the limit. We just want to make the power utilization in your laptop more efficient. You know, in before times, because we have limited power scheme to handle the apps power needs from the apps, actually it reduce unnecessary heat and noise. But through AI, we think the situation will maybe improve.
But you also get increased battery life, perhaps, when you.
Oh, that's interesting because everybody's talking about that, but you know, we're just busy testing the benchmark of the AI, so we have no time to test the battery. But once we get back to the lab, I mean back to Taipei, we will take a quick test about that. And
that's something I'd want to test, yeah. Great, well I think it looks great. And of course, no 17-inch laptops on the market this time. I know we talked about it last night.
Yeah, currently I can say for the new RTX graphic, we will have new 15-inch model, but of course for the Aorus fans around the globe, I think you guys may miss about how 70-inch Aorus beats to the content creation world. So we're busy preparing, no worries, and we'll keep you sync.
Yeah, and no 13-inch, my X3, that's a museum piece now, is it?
You know, we're also looking for that as well, because you know, thanks to the thin bezel, now you can have the huger inch of the panel, but in smaller size.
Small size, yeah.
The 15, Aero 15, and also you can see a lot of 70-inch laptop now actually features the similar size as typical 15-inch notebook.
Exactly, yeah, very true.
So we see the chance of the 14-inch bezel-less panel, but we're just researching about it. And if there's something new, of course, we'll keep. Yeah,
well, I think you love 14-inch laptops.
Yeah, of course, we'll keep the OWNorDisown channel keep updated.
Great, thank you very much, Andy.
Yeah, thank you.